How to fix Samsung TV signal problems. Please watch full video for better and permanent solution. The most common reason why a Samsung TV experiences signal problems is because it is not set to the correct input or source. Check the settings on the TV, as well as any devices that may be plugged into it, such as an antenna, cable box, or satellite box. Samsung TV signal problems. Firmware. There are going to be times when firmware upgrades are available from Samsung. These are not always the easiest for us to update on our own, but once you get the hang of it, it isn't that difficult. Generally speaking, you can download the firmware from the Samsung website and put it on a memory stick. You may also be able to check the firmware through the system settings and update it if the download has already occurred. App settings. There may be times when you have an app downloaded to the TV that is interfering with the signal. Some apps update from time to time, so you want to make sure that you keep them all updated. Of course, the Samsung App Store is going to update many of them when the update first comes out. It never hurts to go back and check some of them, and if you are experiencing signal problems, start deleting them one at a time. Network status. If you are experiencing any problems with the network, you are likely to have difficulty when you try to connect your Samsung to whatever service you are using. You can check the network status by cycling through the system settings. The network status will show if you are having issues between the router and the TV or between the router and the internet. In neither case, however, the solution is often restarting the router. Loose connections. One other thing you can check is the connection. If you are getting the signal from a cable box, for example, check the cable that connects the box to your TV. If any of the connections have become loose, you should tighten them up immediately. Always take advantage of any screws that are available to help hold the cables in place. Not all cables have them, but if they do, make use of them. Damaged cables. If the cable is damaged, you should replace it right away. Don't try to fix it on your own, because you will be lowering the signal strength if nothing else. Older cables. If you are using older cables on your TV, you should replace them right away. Older cables are older technology, and they don't always carry the proper signal that will allow your Samsung TV to operate. Try a cold reboot. If all else fails, try a cold reboot to the TV. For Samsung, this is done by turning the TV on, unplugging it, and holding down the power button for 30 seconds. Plug the TV back in and press the power button. You can also cold reboot your TV using the remote control. Start with the TV on and press the power button on the remote control. Hold the power button down while the TV turns off and back on again. Samsung TV weak signal. Issues with the cables are often the root cause of why a TV's weak signal is experienced. You should be using high-quality cables to connect your TV to any outside source. Avoid using any type of splitter, because that simply limits the signal and reduces it to the point where it may not be usable. Samsung TV no signal. The common reason why a Samsung TV is experiencing a no signal error is that the source or input are not set correctly. Go through the settings on the TV and make sure that you have everything pointed in the right direction. If everything checks out. Samsung TV no signal HDMI. The most common reason why a Samsung TV experiences no signal through HDMI is that the HDMI is not connected properly. Unplug the HDMI cable and inspect the cable for any damage. Make sure the ports are free of debris. You can then plug in the cable. Samsung TV AV input no signal. If you are using AV cables to connect any external device, you may be able to auto-tune things from the settings and set things up automatically. Otherwise, you may have damaged AV cables or they aren't installed properly. Samsung TV antenna no signal. A TV antenna is not installed properly if you are receiving a no signal message from your Samsung TV. You don't necessarily have to go on the roof and change the antenna, you just need to make sure that all of the cables are installed. If one cable Samsung TV keeps losing HDMI signal. If you don't have the HDMI cables properly connected and tight, it will not send enough signal. You may get some signal for a while, but eventually, it will be lost. You can pull the HDMI cable, reverse it, and try plugging it in the opposite direct eye.